So you guys, obviously there's been many nights, probably a lot you don't remember and everything like that, but tell me, give me a good story, give me a good story or something that encapsulates the chaos that ensues at a park crawl.
And one night we had this massive group of Australians, and it just turned out that there was just like, there's a bunch of rugby players, or like one really massive rugby player, like huge. And I don't know how he got this drunk. It really does not make sense, but we were by the third bar.
I mean, it was even earlier, man. Like
the whole night.
He got started early, and I guess he was just because he was just pounding drinks.
He was drinking a lot. I know that.
But I mean, it was a
big guy though. Like he was
massive, huge guy. And I think he was like, I think he'd been out for like 10 years or 15 years playing professional. Like he's 45, something like that.
Yeah.
And like, the first bar he'd actually started, but he basically in the first bar he had his shirt off, started dancing. And we're like, he's like going to unbutton his pants. We're like, whoa, you can't do that, man. He's like, come on, you know. We're like, so that was just the beginning, and then.
Yeah, and then there's a point where we're leaving the last bar, and we're going to the bus, and there's a cop just sitting on the corner, and he walks over to the cop, and he has his shirt off, mind you, and he has his pants halfway down his ass. And he goes over to the cop, and he puts his ass in this cop's face, and he's like, hey man, can you help me with my pants? And like, I see this is right in front of the cop. The cop's getting pissed. And I go over, I grab him like, dude, you gotta go. And I apologize to the cop, like, I'm sorry, he's really wasted. I'll take him and put him on this bus, take him home. Like, got him on the bus, right? So it's like, okay, that was a close one. Gets on the bus, we finally get everyone seated. It was like a massive pub crawl. Everyone's just like crazy. And then so I turn around for a minute, and I look back, and I see this guy completely naked, running up and down the bus, just whoa! Now, I'm talking a 45, 46-year-old ex-rugby player running up and down naked. The faces on these girls, and the guys especially, were priceless. It was like, it was hard, because how are you gonna tackle this guy and put his clothes on? Like, what do? You're just like, alright, we got a naked rugby player now.
Everyone just kind of
we're just like, at first everyone was like, what the fuck? And then we just laughed it off, because there's nothing else you can do. It's like, hey man, that was really funny. Put some clothes on now. Alright, we gotta go to the club. They won't let you in naked, you know. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. I'll always remember that one.
Alright, you guys each get 2 celebrities to go on a bar crawl with. Who would you go on a bar crawl with? Who would you want there if you had 8 people, 8 celebrities?
I'm definitely going with Megan Fox and Sloan from Entourage.
Okay, alright. Ladies.
Ooh.
Jesus. I'd like to see how the guy from Animal House holds up.
Bluto.
What's his name?
Bluto?
Yeah, exactly.
Dave Chappelle would be great.
That'd be hilarious.
We need some hype. We'll definitely need Lil Jon for that.
Yeah, Lil Jon.
Alright,
good answer. Lil Jon will get the pub crawl.
Yeah, man.
Definitely John McEnroe, for sure. Easy Johnny Mac on the pub crawl. Johnny Mac and shit. Let's go with Courtney Love. Let's make this an interesting show.
That's right. We have
do you guys feel like, since you guys have been here for a while, do you feel like townies? Do you feel like part of the community? Or do you still feel like expats or whatever it may be?
I think, yeah, definitely. I think one of the most towny things we do is we play football, and we every once in a while we play against the team of a pizzeria down the street, and like that's when you know we're like
That's the most towny.
We live on this corner right by this pizza place, and we have to walk by it every day to go to work or to do anything really. And every day, without fail, these 2 little kids, little one and a slightly bigger one, are always just like, Tuesday, right? Tuesday, we're playing Tuesday. Tuesday, we're playing Tuesday. And like, they look forward to it like all the time. So it's really fun. And like, their family comes out, and we all go by, have a drink afterwards. Not the kids, but
See, I disagree. I don't feel like a local, but I'm not trying to feel like a local. That was never my intention here. I don't want to be Argentine, no offense. I love Argentines. I don't want to be Argentine, I'm me. But I feel part of the pulse of the city. So it's like I feel like, I don't want to say accepted, but like fit in. Like you're not.
Everyone has their niche.
Yeah, and it's not like a shock. And when people ask you if you're Argentine, like Argentines ask you if you're Argentine, like you have a weird accent, but are you like where are you from? Like that, then you're like, okay, cool. Like I feel part of the pulse of the city.
Sure.
And I guess lastly, just any living advice about people that are moving here or anywhere trying to make a jump abroad that you could give out to people trying to do something similar, and also business advice as well.
I would say do it for sure, and always think about it long term. Don't do it short term. Always think about it the future, long term future. But yeah, I would recommend. I love what I'm doing, and I would definitely recommend doing this.
I think as somebody who did jump, quit everything and jumped, do it, and especially here in Buenos Aires, it's such a cosmopolitan city. It's so big with so much to offer, and no matter what your passion is, there's somebody here who shares your passion. This is a great place to springboard yourself. If you're interested in learning in Spanish, there's a billion places. So don't have that fear of, I'm going to go down there and whatever, be left out of the loop. Like, you can make it happen.
Yeah, I would say do it. Like I have no regrets from like a personal aspect. You can move to a place like Buenos Aires, no matter where it is. You move to a place, especially here. This place is so different. It's like a European city in South America. You get that mix. You got people from all over the world coming here all the time. You can't get bored. I was at the point when I was at home and I was just like, okay, I'm kind of just in the daily grind, and I wanted something different. I came here and it's about as different as it gets. Like Spanish is different, the food is different, the lifestyle is different, the nightlife's different, everything's different, and it keeps you on your toes. And it's cool to be immersed in a different kind of culture because you learn a lot about yourself and your own culture. And as an American, like, you don't realize what our culture is until you step out for a while and like look back in. Then like business-wise, this place is booming. Like if you come down here and you have a decent like setup and a decent amount of money and the willpower, do it for sure.
It's not a public.
No room for public housing.
Just kind of touching out with what Will said, I agree with like the majority of stuff he said, and if you can look past some like deficiencies and just some of the things that just don't quite get done as quick where we're from, especially I can't speak from every part of the world, but from the United States, absolutely, I would make the decision that I did to move here 1,000 times over again, and just the fact that I'm the people I'm surrounded with, and I guess kind of mine's more specific, but the industry that I'm involved with, which is just happy people. This is another one of those things I tell everyone, but it's just happy people. I'm dealing with tourists who have disposable income, they got money, and they're looking to just go out, have a good time, and they have no worries, nothing to worry about other than just getting to know the world and experiencing everything there is to know. And on top of the fact that those people are getting drunk, and that's what I'm surrounded with. It's not like your office space type of job. And finally, business-wise, the market here is unbelievably, I guess, untapped still. There's so many opportunities. We still have some projects in the work that, like, sometimes you just go, why haven't they done that here? It just blows your mind. But with the business mentality of coming from the United States, coming here, it kind of sets you apart a little bit. And definitely, if you're from the United States or really anywhere, just make the decision, come down here. Best decision of your life. So you won't regret it.
Sick. Thanks, guys, so much for taking the time, and I'll see you guys all on Wednesday for St. Patty's Day. I'll be there. It should be a mess, and I guess stay.
Bring your A game.
Fist pumping like champions.
Bring your A game.
Bring my A game, and it should be a disaster. Thanks, guys.